What is up, YouTube? It is Wednesday, April 30th, and I am your new Wednesday guy. First of all, let me give you a quick little intro of who I am. My name is Eathen. I am female to male transgender. Clearly you know because this is a collab channel for trans guys. I am 20 years old. I live in the state of Maryland. I am pre-T. Mostly everything. I am out. I don't really know what else to say about myself. Oh yeah, I do have tattoos, I do have piercings. But yeah, I'll be your new Wednesday guy. Thank you guys for giving me this spot on this channel. It'll give me a lot to... It'll take my mind off of stuff, you know. I've had a lot of stuff going on, but it'll take my mind off of it, you know. So that's pretty cool. But this week's topic is school, like coming out in school and how you were treated in school after you came out and stuff like that. Okay, so I came out being trans when I was in my junior year. So my 9th and 10th grade year, you know, I was still lesbian, I guess. I was out as lesbian. Oh yeah, that's not mine. I'm not class of 2013. I'm class of 2012. I'm staying in a room where a girl my ex, yeah, I'm staying in a room. Long story. But she's class of 2013. But, yeah. So my 9th and 10th grade year, you know, I was like lesbian. So I lived in California when I was in my 9th and 10th grade year of high school. So after I moved to California, my junior year, I was still technically out as lesbian, and because I never really, at that point I still didn't know what transgender was or whatever. But there was this guy who, when I met him, he was Kaylee. I don't even remember his name. But when I met him, he was going by his birth name, you know, and his like a few months in or whatever, he comes out being trans. And, you know, I sat down and I talked to him about it. I asked him what he meant, like what does trans meant. So, you know, after that I was like, oh, maybe that's, yeah, so that's how I figured out that, you know, I was trans. So the school that I was at for my 10th and my 11th and 12th year, so my junior senior year, I wasn't the only trans guy. There was Riley, who was the person who I met as Kaylee, I think it's Kaylee, and there was this freshman who had came in, and he was already starting his transition. So, you know, I wasn't the only trans guy there was at that school. So, you know, that school, nobody really gave me a hard time about it. Nobody really bothered me about it. They were really accepting of it. I mean, there were still some students, like everywhere else in the world, who didn't really grasp the concept of, I want to be a guy, so I want you to use male pronouns. I want you to, like, yeah. So there were some people who still, you know, used female pronouns. They still called me by my birth name. There was some people who did try calling me by my male name, and the rest of them just called me an abbreviation for my birth name, which was D. So yeah, you could either call me Eathen or D. I don't really care. It's my birth name that bothers me. Sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather. It's raining like crazy outside. There's about to be a flood. But yeah, like, you know, there was people who were like real accepting of it. They didn't give me a hard time. My teachers were cool with it. Well, the only teacher that actually really was like really understood the whole thing was my sign language teacher, Miss Combs. She was one of my favorite teachers I've ever had, like, throughout all my years of school. She was my favorite one. I had her from my junior and senior year, because I took 2 years of sign language. But she was the only one that was, like, real accepting of it, and it was also because Riley, the other trans guy, who I knew, was also in that class, so, I wasn't the only trans guy that she had in her class, so she did have, like, more practice trying to switch off from female pronouns to male pronouns, So I didn't really get that much shit for being trans or whatever. The only person that I did get shit from was my ex-best friend or whatever. He was a dick when he found out. We weren't talking at the time because some shit had happened. But, he was still feeling some type of way because of the shit that had happened. So he was being a little butthurt boy. Because he wasn't, like, when I met him, he wasn't with the whole trans thing. He thinks that having a sex change is dumb. You're either straight, gay, or bi, or whatever, He was very close-minded. But, after a few years, he started going to therapy. Come to find out, he now considers himself genderqueer or some shit like that. I don't know. For a while, he thought he was trans. Come to find out, he said he was genderqueer. So, at first, he was, like, very hypocritical about it, but I guess after opening his eyes up to it and actually talking to somebody about it, he kind of, like, warmed up to it. After we did start becoming friends again, he was very cool with the whole transitioning thing, he was using male pronouns, he was calling me Eathen, it was cool. But, yeah, I came out, not only in school, but with my family. My family's not that accepting about it. I mean, they accept me for who I am, but I doubt they will ever call me by the name that I want to be called. Maybe when I start my transition, which I want to be starting soon, but, I have so much shit going on, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, not until I move back to California. But yeah, I didn't get that much shit in high school, so I can't really say anything, but, if for all of those people who have came out about being trans, bisexual, lesbian, or whatever, and you are getting shit for it, because I was bullied throughout all of school, except starting high school, I was bullied. I've had a very rough childhood. Maybe throughout time I'll go into that so you guys can get to know me a little bit more. But for all you people, who are getting bullied and shit like that, I know it's hard, I know it's tough, but, stick through it, because eventually with time it will get better. Trust me when I say that. If there's people who are bothering you, like, just talking shit to you, excuse my language, just don't let them get to you, because if you do, you're letting them know that it bothers you, and that's what they want. They want to get a reaction out of you. So, if they're doing it, even though if you want to break down or say something, just ignore it, wait till you're alone, so that way it's like, you're winning to them, and their eyes are going to be like, oh wait, they're not giving me a reaction, maybe I should stop. Maybe it might go like that, maybe it might not. But yeah, don't let them get to you in a few years. If you're still in high school or whatever grade you're in a few years, you won't ever have to see them again. Don't let them get to you. Don't give them a reaction. Be stronger than them. Be the bigger man, or female, whatever your sexuality is. Your whatever. But yeah, like, just be a happy camper. Be a very happy camper, Keep your head up and keep your middle finger up higher, But yeah, if you guys ever need anybody to talk to, you could talk to me, you could talk to the rest of the trans guys. I'm pretty sure, on this channel, they'll be very open to talking to you. Just leave a comment and down there, comment section. We'll get back to you. But yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I don't really know what else to say, because, yeah. But I will be your Wednesday guy. Like I said, I will be coming on every Wednesday. Shout out to the guys for putting me on the channel again. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. If you ever want to, like, you know, have like a personal talk, not on this channel, I will put the link of my personal channel in the description, so you can hit me up there. I'm on YouTube about 24/7 because I don't really. That's like my life. YouTube is my life. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful hump day. I won't, because there might possibly be a flood, but whatever. I'm not gonna let that bring me down. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Sorry, I kind of have a list, but comes and goes every once in a while. But yeah, I guess that's it. Peace out, YouTube.